Hi friends, welcome back to my session, and in this session we are going to discuss about creation of CICD pipeline in order to deploy Docker image over app services in Azure through Azure pipeline. So how this will be done, everything we are going to discuss in this section. First of all, we jump into the practical session. Mainly we need to understand what is Docker file. Docker file is nothing but a text file which contains some set of instructions. It is generally used to automate the Docker image creation. In this Docker file, always D is capital and the starting components also the capital letters only. Okay. First of all, you need to create some Docker file. In that Docker file, you need to mention the things which are required to add in the image as per your requirement. So once you had done the Docker file, you need to build the Docker file. Once you build the Docker file, automatically one image will be created. So you need to deploy the same image over the container. This is the purpose. What is the purpose of Docker file? In order to automate the Docker image creation. Okay, you just need to remember this point. Fine. Right now, I just want to create some CI/CD pipeline. Okay, here I am going to show to you step-by-step procedure in order to deploy the Docker image over the Azure App Services. First of all, we need to get the Docker file. Either you can return the file or the developer team will provide the Docker image to you. You just need to deploy the same over Azure App Services. Fine. As I have some Docker file in my desktop, as it is a sample code, I just saved on my desktop. It will be used for the purpose. Fine. So we need to here, I need to get the two things. I need to open the Azure Dev portal. At the same time, I need to open the which portal? Portal.azure.com in order to create the infrastructure. Okay. Open portal.azure.com and dev.azure.com. Fine. So right now, I need to get the repo. So for the purpose, what I will do, I am going to create the new repository. The repository name is Docker image. Okay, I am going to create the image, Docker image. This is the repository. So once I have created repo, inside of repo I have the multiple branches. Right now by default main branch will be created. If I want to create multiple branches will be created. Right now I am working with the main branch. Okay, here there is nothing, only readme file is there. So I need to push the code. So instead of pushing the code, what I will do, I am going to upload the files as it is already on my desktop. So where it is, I will show to you. On desktop, click on desktop. Okay, here there is Docker code. Click on here. This is the thing. Control A, open. I am going to upload all the files. Commit. Whenever I commit the files, automatically all the files from my local machine has been successfully uploaded into this Azure repository. Okay. Right now I got the code into my Azure repository. Okay, get the Docker file. As I already get the Docker file, and the same has been posted into my Azure repo. Fine. I need to go to where? Portal. In portal, I need to create the container registry. So what is the purpose of container registry? The container registry is used to store the images. If I want to save my images, I am going to use my container registry. We have the Docker registries as well. That is free. It is an open scalable source. Even I can be able to store my images in the Docker registry as well. There are different types of registries are available in order to save our Docker images. But right now I am using the registry which is in the Azure. As I am using the Azure services, so that's why I am using the service offered by the Azure. So that's why I am going to use container registry. Fine. As I don't have any container registry. So first of all, what are the things which I want to create? First of all, I need to create the resource group. Without resource group, I can't be able to create anything. So for that purpose, I am going to create the resource group. As I don't have any resource group right now, just click on create and resource group _1. This is my resource group. As I'm going to create on Japan West. Okay, the resource group will be created in the Japan West only. Review plus create, create. The resource group will be created. So once the resource group has been successfully created, I need to create the container registry. No container registries, it's a container registry. Container instance is different, container registry is different. The container registry is used to store the images. Just click on create, create container registry. Yeah, here in which resource group, rg_1, enter name, contain registry, contain registry 1122. This is my container registry which I am going to set my name. So that will be created in the Japan West, and the pricing plan will be, we have the different options, basic, standard and premium. So based on the pricing plan which you selected, it will offer multiple features. Suppose if you select the basic or standard, then if you think about the network or encryption, by default all has been disabled. Suppose if you check it has been premium, then you will get these options enabled. Okay, you can set only private access, you can encrypt the image which has been pushed into this container registry. Everything will be possible if you select premium. But right now, as I'm going to create this for lab purpose, so that's why instead of selecting premium, I'm just selecting the standard. Okay, review plus create. So the container registry will be created. So what is the purpose of container registry? In order to push or in order to save our Docker images. So the same image will be deployed over the containers. So once it has been successfully deployed, we can access the same. Fine, the deployment is in progress. So once the deployment has been succeeded, then I will go to show to something. So the registry has been created, and in services you have the repository. Do you have any repository right now? No, this is an empty repository, nothing is there. Fine, go to settings. If I want to push any image into this container registry, I just need to provide the admin access to this registry. So that's why I just make it enabled. Fine, right now I had enabled. This is the username, container registry 1122 is the username, and this is the password. You can save it for future purpose. Fine. So the next step is what? The container registry is ready and the Docker image is ready. And at the same time, I've just made it duplicate. So I need to create the service connection, because of if I want to push the code from the ADO portal, Azure Devops portal, to the portal where I had created the container registry, I need to create the connection among these two portals. How this will be done? With the help of service connection. Okay, so fine, I need to create the service connection. Okay, here go to project settings, just check, is there any service connection? Yes, I have the one service connection is there. So if you, I just made deleted. Okay, I deleted each and everything. So right now there is no communication between the ADO portal and the portal account. So I freshly created, because of you need to understand each and everything while you are performing some kind of lab activity. So that's why I just deleted. I'm going to create create new service connection, and I select Azure Resource Manager, and what you will select, service principal manual. Next, you need to provide the subscription ID, from where I can be able to provide. So go to home, so go to subscriptions. In subscription only you will find the subscription ID. Okay, you need to get the subscription ID. Copy here and paste the same here. Fine. The subscription name is, again go to same. The subscription name is pay as you go. Fine. you need to get the service principal ID and service principal key and tenant ID. So from where we will get? So from subscription page will I be able to get? No. For this purpose, what I will do, go to home, AAD, Azure Active Directory. It will refers to the Microsoft Enter ID. Click here. Here you need to go to the app registration. If you have any other apps, yes, you have the application one is there. If I want to create a new app, click here, container app, okay, register. You just need to register the container app. Right now you are inside of the container app. Here application or client ID. You just need to copy this content. Okay, client ID. Fine. Principal ID is the same. Service principal ID. The next is what? I need to get the principal key and tenant ID. So from here only I will be able to get the tenant ID as well. Okay. I just make the copy of tenant ID. The same will be copied here. I need to get the service principal key. How I will be able to get the service principal key? So for that purpose, I need to create some certificates and secrets. Okay. Click new secret. So secret 1, add. Fine. The value has been generated. The secret one value is just copy the same and paste here. Fine. Okay. And I want to set the service connection name. So ADO to Azure. ADO to Azure. Okay. This is the name. Grant all the permission for the access and verify same. If I click on verify and save, it will be failed. I will show it to you. Here it is failed now. So what is the reason behind a failure is, as I am not providing access in order to access the portal. So for that purpose, what I will do, I am going to subscriptions, because of as I am not authorized, we need to provide the authorization in order to access the portal account. For that purpose, you just need to go to the subscription, click on IAM, Identity Access Management. Okay, you just need to create new role, add role assignment. Just wait for a minute. And in the role assignment, you need to select the which role. I am selecting the contributor. Okay, the member is select members. Which member I am selecting? So I am creating the container app na? Container app. Yes. For this container app function, I am going to provide the contributor access. Select. Okay. Review plus assign. And it will be assigned. So right now the app service which I had registered will be assigned the role of contributor. So everything will be possible. Right now, if I click verify and save, it will be successfully added. Right now the service connection has been successfully established between the ADV portal and the portal account. Fine. Then I'm going to create the pipeline. So first of all, where is my code? In repo, in Docker image, in the main branch, in Docker image repo, in the main branch, I have my code. Fine, remember it. Just go to pipelines and create pipeline. So once you click on the create pipeline, yes, okay, use the classifier where our code is there in Azure Git repo, and where it is Docker image main. Yes, click on continue and click on empty job, and otherwise you can click on Docker container as well. Just click on Docker container, apply. Fine. This will automatically add the two tasks. One is to build an image and the second is push an image. So everything we will discuss in later. So what is pipeline? So here this is the display name, pipeline. Continuous integration. CI is nothing but continuous. Continuous continuous integration. Anything you can set integration. Okay, continuous integration. What is the agent pool? It's Azure pipelines only. So what is the agent specification? I am selecting the Ubuntu latest because of, as this is a Docker containers, so Ubuntu latest. So with the help of the Ubuntu latest only, the pipeline will be created. So what the image I need to build? So what is the display name? I need to build an image, so that's why I just want to set the name as build an image. Okay, which container registry? Azure Container Registry or some other. If you have some other container registry, then you can select from here. You just need to integrate the container registry which you are using with the ADO portal. Then you can select the same container registry. Right now, as my code in Azure Container Registry only, so that's why I'm going to select the Azure Container Registry. And the Azure subscription, ADO to Azure, the service connection has been successfully established. So what is Azure Container Registry? Container Registry 1112. It is my container registry. What is the action? Build an image. I need to build an image. Okay, fine. Where is the Docker file? I need to select the Docker file. From the Docker image, in the we have the Docker file. In the Docker file only, I mentioned the things which are required in order to build any image. Okay, here, what is the image name? So I can image custom image 1. It is my custom image and I want to tag as latest. Okay, custom image 1. The image name which I want to set is custom image 1. You can set accordingly as per your requirement. It's not mandatory to you need to set like that only. Whatever the wish you want, you can set like that. And the tag which I am setting is latest. Okay, fine. You just need to copy the same thing, and once the image has been built, what the further thing you need to done, you need to push the same image into the container registry. So that's why the display name is push image. I want to push into the Azure Container Registry. The subscription is the service connection, ADO to Azure. The container registry is container 1122. I need to push an image, and which image? The custom image which has been built by the agent, build an agent. So the latest, the tag is latest. Okay, fine. And you can check here Docker file, custom image 1 latest. You need to mention both are same here, otherwise there will be a conflict. Custom image 1 latest. Fine. You need to done what you need to done? Just save and queue. Then what it will done? Commit 1. With this step, what you will achieve? You will be able to successfully you will be able to create image, and the same image will be pushed into the Azure Container Registry. Just agent job 1 is running, it is in queued state, and if you observe here, what are the things which are running behind, all the logs will be displayed here. Right now it has been started, pipeline has been started, and it is building an image. Once the image has been successfully built, then it will push the image into the container registry. If you observe here, in my container registry, right now I don't have any files. So later, once it has been successfully pushed from the Azure pipeline, you will be able to see the file here, the image here. Just wait a moment. It is pushing. So just wait for some time. Once it has been pushed, then we will be able to check the image in the container registry. You just need to refresh. Yes, custom image 1, the same image has been pushed here, and the tag is latest. Fine. The next thing is what? I need to deploy the same image from the container registry to the app service. Up to now, did I create the app service? No. I need to create the app service. For that purpose, just click on app service. And right now I don't have any app service. Just click on web app. So in web app, just need to select the resource group 1 and app. Container app 999. No, 999 is enough. Container app 999. This is my app name. How I can put my app name? The same will be displayed here. Okay, and what I need to publish through container, and which operating system I'm using, Linux, and the region I'm going to select Japan West. Okay, and the thing is here, and the pricing plan, you just click on explore more prices, then it will list out all the plans which are available. Based on your requirement, you can select the plan accordingly. As it is for lab purpose, so that's why I'm going to select the base B1. Even though you have the free tier eligibility, sometimes there is a chance you may not be able to get that free tier eligible because of some other users have, for every region there is some limitation is there. So that's why I'm selecting basic B1. Just select. Okay, and did you want the database? As I don't want any database, and container. Fine. Image source, from where I am going to take the image, through Azure, from Azure Container Registry. And did I have multiple containers? No, I have only single container. So what is the registry? Container registry 1122. Custom image, the tag is latest. Networking, it will be enabled to all the public and monitor and secure. So everything as usual, you can leave it normal, and you just need to create. Okay, review plus create. That deployment has been initiated. It will take some time to get it deployed. Once it has been successfully deployed, you will be able to browse the same. Whatever the code you had deployed over the app service, you will be able to browse the same. How it will be done, I will show it to you. Okay. In the meanwhile, what I need to done, so it will take some time now. So just a moment, wait for some time until it has been created. As deployment is in progress, it will not take too much time. Within 1 to 2 minutes only, the deployment will be completed. So once the deployment has been successfully completed, you will get the URL. So with the help of the URL, you will be able to browse the same. Okay, just wait for a moment. In the meanwhile, we had deployed app service, create app, image, set the Docker container details, deployed. So up to 15 steps we had successfully completed. Fine. Once I will be able to access the website, I will show some settings which we need to manage, and we need to make automatic. So whenever developer has done some modification or pushing new code into the repository, means Azure repository, automatically the same will be pushed into the Azure Container Registry. From Azure Container Registry, it will be automatically pulled by the app services, and the same has been deployed over app services. The end users will be able to access the same, whatever the modifications are done. So how that will be done, everything I will show to you. As it is still loading, just wait for a moment, and once it has been done, it will show, it will generate one link. So just refresh the same, then with the help of the link you will be able to browse. Generally what it is purpose, instead of, suppose one developer has developed some kind of code, instead of deploying the same on production, he just want to test the same. First of all, he need to test. Once the test has been successfully completed, then only he will be able to deploy the same into the production environment. How that will be? Suppose if any developer has developed the content, then he raised a request, I have some content I need to push into repository. So accordingly we will make the arrangements. We are going to create a CICD pipeline. Accordingly we will inform to the developer, you can push into this code, automatically the same will be replicated over there. I am just going to share the link with him. With the help of the link, he will be able to access the website, and he can be able to understand whether the product has been succeeded or not, like that. So as it is still loading, we need to wait until it has been successfully created. So then only I will be able to show the further steps to you. Suppose if I browse the same as it is in blocker state, so the URL will be generated here. We just need to wait for some time until it has been displayed over here. So once it has been displayed over here, I can be able to browse the same which I have been deployed through Azure Container Registry. Just wait for some time. In the meanwhile, what we will do? What are the steps I need to do? So we have the application settings. We have the website container start time limit more than 1500 because of by default the container start time will be 230 seconds only. 1500 means 230 seconds. If the container has not been able to create and able to run within the 230 seconds or 240 seconds, automatically the container will be terminated. For suppose if my code is in Java, for some time the Java code need to be deployed over container. It will take some time in order to up the container. If it is take some 500 seconds or 1000 seconds, then automatically what will happen? Before deploying over the container will be terminated. So there is a issue. So in order to avoid that issue, we are putting the maximum container start time limit will be the 1500. So the app service will wait until 1500 seconds. If it is deployed before the 1500 seconds, then it will be done. If still it is not able to up the container within the timeline, it will automatically terminate that particular container. Okay, yeah, the URL has been generated. Just click on the URL. Just click on the URL, then you will be able to see the thing which I have been deployed. So just a moment, it will be loaded soon. Okay, otherwise I can copy the same and fine. So where the setting can be done, I will show to you. In the settings, in the environment variables, we have the app settings are there. Yeah, how to check it? Hello world, this is Flask app, the version 169. This is the thing which I have been deployed. Whoever having this URL with them, they can be able to check. Okay, go to overview and check. The code has been successfully deployed. Where success. So the next step is what? We need to make it CICD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. It means everything will be automated. So how that will be done? So first of all, as I mentioned here, I am doing this setting. Okay, just copy the same. Fine. In environment variables, in the application settings, I will show to you. Just wait for. By default, some app settings are there. I need to add one more setting. Like policies, we have the set of policies in any organization. Like that, if I want to add the thing, I can add. So as the Azure is little bit slow, so we need to wait until it has been showing. Okay, yes, click here add, and I want to add website container start time limit. The value is 1600. I'm going to mention the 1600. Apply. It will wait until the 1600 seconds. Apply. Confirm. Fine. I have successfully updated the settings. Done. And do the general setting always on. As it was on off state, we need to make it to on. So where the general settings are there. So I'm going to show to you where the general settings are there. Go to configuration. Go to configuration. General settings. We just need to, as it is off now, we just need to make on. Prevent your app being idle out due to inactivity. Suppose if there is no activity, because of inactivity, it will not going into the idle state. Okay, always on. We just need to save. Okay, and will access the same. Yes. So go to the Azure pipeline. Just I want what I want to do. I need to make, if I make any changes here, repository, automatically the pipeline will be executed and the image will be pushed into the custom repository, means container registry, and the same image will be deployed over the app service. How that will be done, I will show to you. For that purpose, I need to create what? Managed identity. Managed identities. Okay. So here go to home. So here just type managed identities. Managed identities. Yeah. Click here. The managed identities. As I don't have any managed identities with me right now, create managed identity. Resource group 1. In I am going to create in the Japan West, and the name is my ID. Okay. Review plus create. Create. So I'm going to create one managed identity as here. Create a user managed identity. Yes, had been successfully created. So once it has been successfully created, what I need to do? Go to container registry. So what I need to make here? It needs to pull the image automatically. How that will be done? So go here where I can be able to just go. I'm just showing to you. Go to IAM and add role assignment. Here we are in container registry. Okay. Role assignment, new role assignment will be there. So I need to just arc pull. Okay. The members are managed identity. Members are, for the members, user managed identity, my ID. Okay. Select. Review plus assign. So with the help of this inbuilt role, what it will be done? If any new code has been triggered, it will automatically pull the code. Okay. Fine. So the next step is what? I need to go to the app service. I need to make some changes. In app service, I need to go to identity. So as we already created one managed user identity, I need to assign the same. So click on user identity, select my ID, add. The identity has been successfully added. Okay. Once it has been successfully added, the thing which I need to do is authentication. No. Go to configuration. In configuration, I need to make some changes. Okay. Go to general settings. No. Just we need to go there, deploy center page. Okay. I need to add this code. Fine. Where is the deployment center? Just go to the deployment center. In deployment center, we have the settings. So container registry, set up your app to pull the container images from the registry. Yes, this is the thing which I want. Single container, Azure Container Registry. Here I am going to use the managed identity. So as it is my ID, as my identity has been already added due to this app service. Select the same which identity you had added. You need to select the identity, and the container registry is container registry 1122 and the custom image one, and the tag is latest. And here you need to click on the continuous deployment. You just need to save. Fine. And here in the Azure pipeline, just open the pipeline and edit. Here I need to make the triggers as continuous integration enable. Just save. Okay. So I had made each and everything. So right now, what the thing I'm going to done? Go to repo. Where is my file? In Docker image. So open the service.py. Here, this is the thing. In this is the Flesco app. This is displayed here, na? Yes. I need to make some changes. Click on edit. Here 169 is there, na? I will modify to 143. Okay. Commit. Commit. Whenever I had made changes in the repository, automatically it will be triggered to the pipeline. The pipeline will be started automatically without starting, as it has been initiated na just now. If you check here, it is running. You can be able to check here. If you click on agent job 1, it will be displayed here. It is building an image. Once the image has been successfully built, it will push the same image into the container registry. Okay. If you go here in container registry, if you go the repository, if you click here, at what time? It is just now it has been triggered. Just now it has been triggered. Okay. It has been triggered. So the same image will be deployed over the container app. Suppose if you want to check the same in deployment center, just go to the logs, and here you will be able to check creating container, custom image one latest. It has been pulling image, established a container start method called docker log. There, once it has been successfully deployed, then here automatically you will be able to see it will be modified as 143. Whatever the thing which you had made, automatically it will be displayed here to the end users. So this is the way to create CICD pipeline to deploy Docker image, to deploy to build and deploy Docker image over app service through Azure Container Registry. Okay, and it will take some time because of it has been deployed. It will take some time to reflect. If it is not immediately reflecting, it will take some time. You need to wait for some time, and after some time, after a certain amount of time, then definitely it will be replicated here. Then automatically you will be able to see the 143 here instead of 169, because of as I made some changes in the repo, the same will be replicated here. Okay, you can check the logs here as well. So what's going on the back end? It will not immediately, but it will take some time, but it will be definitely done. Okay, go to the deployment center again. If you want to verify again, Docker log, establishing network and container start method called and everything. In which container? Container registry 1122. Latest is been pulled. So just a moment. I am trying to access the same. So even in production, if you deploy the thing, if it will not be available to you immediately. It will take some time. That may be 10 minutes or half an hour. It will take some time to get the reflection. Okay, and container app, it is still loading. As the code has deploying, just click here. It is still not at deployed. Wait for some time. Refresh. No, not at all. So, and once I always told to you, once your lab setup has been completed, you just need to remove the resource group, because of whatever the stuff we are using, we are creating under the resource group only. If you delete the resource group, the things which had been created inside of this resource group will be deleted automatically. If you forget to delete anything, that will be charged for you. There will be charges from the Azure. So hope you guys understand. If it is a free subscription, that's okay, as you already linked your account to the credit card. Suppose if any charges is there, then definitely it will be automatically debited from your account to Azure. So make sure once your lab has been completed, you just need to delete the same without forgetting. If you're forgetting, then you need to bear the loss. Okay, just refresh. So it is a container now, it will take some time to refresh the same. Yes, not yet reflected. Okay, I need to check the logs, view log stream. So here I'm going to see the logs. As I'm going to create the duplicate one, as this is only used for the logs. So from the logs we can be able to understand what the process is running behind that. So click on overview. So logs are always take time to, okay, time elapsed, starting live log. It's still not at all replicated. Just wait for some time. So so suppose if it is not at all reflecting, just we need to wait. So once the waiting has been completed, I will be able to show to you whether it has been displayed or not. So it's not at all. As I don't need to restart or done anything, it will be deployed automatically. So but it will sometimes it will take some time to get replicate reflected the same. So we need to wait for some time. So but anyway, this is the process you need to follow. I hope you guys understand section. We will meet up in the next session with a new topic. Until thank you, signing off. Bye bye.